benefit from your hard work. That is INPP, rule of law. So when there's party decision, it is party decision. And yes, I feel a party decision. Now, if you want to say, we are no way, Johnny, now church or social media. Yes, I see say, who can maybe I will protect your profession. Now, Sebi. Vetini, Supreme Court judge be threatening Ahmed Shaib Jerry.
Okay.
Oh, you see the words say you are my nemesis. Yana yam pese
one of the Supreme Court judges.
Mena make a show, member to me and Trump Contumpo. Or chair or catch a Jerry straight in the face.
Who say maybe Suma or pass? Adia or Sahini.
I may try to the baby. A binu grass or me law firm. A leader. No. Me say ye leader. I will call court. Now me say wouldn't be. Me catch him pakron say. Court de meko. Judge office say makama dream. Ewa membu nwasem. Obe rule against you, ruling against him. A comment de me. I'm saying I do a video. Some law firm be collapse. Collapse.
The opportunity.
Me say JB Dankwa. So odre ne ho ne comfort. Time all kunu na ne mba ebre. Owo prison. Yeah. Kofi Abrefa Buzia. He could have lived in the comfort of Legon. And lecture adre no. Otumfo chiame Bafwa Koto. NLM, you pay me bumping for the hour say yegumi.
Yeah.
Omodi omunkwato so. Ya papa buache jako, ne papa. Dombo. Chief Dombo, ne sacrifice or sacrifice here. Abayi fakabo, impenifwe titre. Je kufo bedi present. One kade prison.
For that prison. Idi koeza.
Hey, Bibi. Look. Politics. Yedi akukuru dey. Uye se misho because nimpa na woni ni die se say wuti aja ya kensi nti ongu no mu ma wo say you should win. Ade da botwemu as young as they were. Omo anye student politics all in the name of MPP. Omo ko exile.
Yes.
Amprechu mu nyina omo ndwane.
Omo ko.
But iti ade na wiye no uye ni year eni daso but what must say if we don't fight for this our party we say mentimi wase eni esi we ko biemu we cannot
ni nyina echi no say na you about Jaku kan no say wrong or good or bad my party first
of course there tie bia no NDC for ho omutumi kuntokwa saa but a do political decision they become one. That should tell you something. Into no me pese and the party for no so tia say eko bi enyansafo bebre wo mu no eko na enko ne kai. Too many wise men in an organization doesn't give way for progress. Because nyansafo no do so obia wo nyansa. As I say edu baby me na ne kan o se kwa me na go da tinapa no mobio me na ya friend esim no ba
o se go ho se den
tinapa no mobio ono o kan go mo o di ase o di fantina
me nyanti
ase me na ndam ka wutwi wo so ka fantina me na sa mre no na miswa na eya na minimini anum kitwa na me in collagro ye die kontokwa no se jai that am ma me try de o bontrase into jai ma na oba weekend into abrewa na o hwe na ye otete yen kakanka into eya na so ke bibi na se wonte wanse na wusu na me ntia se no se hey kwamena go de tinapa no mobio. So I will tell you what tinapa is. Second fishy on the wubie enam no
tinapa no enam no dompe no enam no ego soft
very soft
mia Okay, and what's some Nanoka? Oh, okay.
So that's a metaphor.
I see. I see. I was saying, I friend, I do a video to say, or Sahim Alexander coming up in the market, needing command. I will say, go, setting up and go, Yankee tree, Yakafanti. Okay. And Tenuno, don't come Kasai. Original credit. But also, there go away direct quotation from Gamma. Also, go the Tina Panumobio. Okay. Only go Monfanti. Go the Tina Panumobio. I see. Paying for campaign Cassania. And one Pachana. Into say Yenara, MPP for Yenaya Yenyansafa, party non Konaka. It could be a rano. If you are leader, he may not be perfect. But Nini Nemono, our Wusu, na Wuben, Wunzi Yenu, would correct his imperfection. It could be an Shamusha Dim, Namuchama Adrin, now eventually was so Damna Yerekwa. Impure, Etase, Neso Yenre, Yamfa Yadrin Yadan Mbua. Only thing I need to catch a minimum MPs for Parliament, they look. Zaya Yebiano or your party ye. So Yenaya Yenyansafa, Ikunu, Onkonaka. J.H. Mensah was not a perfect leader, but the history will have it that with 61, he led them to victory. J.H. Mensah had the creme de la creme in the caucus. A lawyer for a kukuda, diplomats, economists, great professionals, but they work together. And don't say any end is for Yatuaba. Was Chief Justice nomination Yatuaba. Now we wanted to send a message to them. Yeah, they are 69, or they are 163. So, one was there of all with all their noise. They couldn't marshal 189, and no one said that body late tactics. Yeah, and Omudinya 163. So it tells you something that you claim you are super majority, but you don't have the numbers in real time. What they are saying. Yesterday we showed our strength. Yes, sir. But we need to make a statement. Two, who say NDC former tricks are no more using in Ano. Bonia no mudino, they don't want their sins to be registered in public record. Oh, a point of order. Yeah. Point of order. I don't know more ya no. And someone say we are trapping them for history. Into no among say, hey, Adi, ye di bonu, so you. They don't want their sins to be recorded in the history books. Into no we are now expand from the record. Expand because they say ask for press conference there. Ghana for Adi Chombe Befi. But when you are talking about Hansard, we are and it will be referred to it. Now yes, so my tactical and played it safe to make sure say and seminole boni omudino akọ Hansard. What I say, but yama mi Chief Justice Tokonu ya met to me catch and say onya kukudro on bompaye na ngugi watengo ocho book bi ye freno whip no child na sa whip no child no kase bi wom eno na me pesa no pay ode chichi ne re no hu se Ghana mind tie nechi hu se owo enkwei nyame ya adomu a nkunim die beba ngugi watengo troye e wo whip no child or say weep not child, weep not my darling. With these cases, let me remove your tears. The ravening clouds shall not long be victorious. They shall not long possess the sky. The ravening clouds. These ravening clouds are some of your colleague judges, you know. You're more dead. You know. Mamino crown what to say. Some of your colleague judges have forgotten the principle. They have forgotten that they are dealing with an organ of state. Now wouldn't be wa ye di wunia bɔne a ɛyɛ wo dɛ sɛ wunia no kora no ɔyɛ sei dakoro mo de saa bɔne no bɛdi wiase a yɛwɛ wo ho sɛ yɛde yɛ wunia na wo fi sɛ ɛnyɛ wo a ɛkyerɛ yɛ bɛyɛ wo yɛ maame toko no antigati nyabokyerɛ your redeemer liveth ɛma ne yɛ wo yɛ sɛ nipa de sɛ ne yi wo ama ɛma ne yɛ wo yɛ sɛ wo colleagues at the Supreme Court de binom hyɛ da bɛtena cameras n'anim sɛ because they were proud.
Because last time I make say
they were proud.
The history
one day. Yeah, the be yomu.
Anytime be a say be chief justice, be a court really protecting the chief justice. But this one, it seems the court gave her away.
It's not that the court gave her away. The court orchestrated it and activated it and pushed it because of personality contest. And that is how they trivialized and reduced the whole process to. And I'm saying, say, we are judge and there. Now we feel say, and so many people have been promised.
Yeah.
Chief Justice. And so I'm for active on my interest. Oh, you know, say about football, or just 1 year or qua. Mina yede mame. Why they say?
Yeah.
Say so opposition for yanam yatiti. And the promises are being made. People are being promised. People are being assured. The ravening clouds shall not long be victorious. They shall not long possess the sky. And there are also some very good judges who have conscience. There are some judges who have conscience, who think that what is happening is bad, and some of them are even being bold about it publicly. Now, they don't mind. Some of them, say, look, transfer, no munim say, no cre a cha, then say, one day, they would get true justice.
I see. Afenyo a figure to say any leader of minority in parliament or him Alexander Kwamina Afenyo-Markin and AD and common. Now my AD because the same work can remove now into the core of party unity. I think I want an assembly in our the commercial leader nim down on our vetting committee table no home. Now me share Seniana or no Mahama Yarga no. Now I could feel her pain and his pain because only numbers. That is the only reason. They come in him for sure. Say leader one numbers no and kasa chief justice yanko true. And the reason why it's only numbers and say MPP for work for man kotoaba.
Oh, me know you are doing. Say in all of these, it comes down to numbers.
Yes.
Ubekaya, the last nominations are President Akufo-Addo the two nominees. You bet you movie now because now they are 137. They managed to stop it because they had numbers. At cabinet at vetting or move voting against here. Am I the pie? So I come near ye nipa back na honorable Joe Wise with two kind. Almost say because only one they won't even accept his vote, you know. Electronically. They said Adiana Pai, a pine soa, nature say government elusu. They use that to frustrate us. But what must say?
Yes.
So it's about numbers. And Unameka say, we should be reminded, say, we have to work hard. Eja Munsu Amuwaha, Ewo Efidieso, Eya Munsu Mamunsu so. A Casabia division baba, where they are 3 in Iron for Casabia who feels a dear way, you can radio so a Yibabano, Namusumachaso. And now you promote to unity because I do baby no Bekaya and come station come closing it down now. I'm a closely radio down. TV, so it means that your radio, so it means that the radio, can you imagine?
And then Takra the radio, so off.
Why? So your radios are off.
Yeah, 3 of them. The 3 major ones.
And why do you think they did that? Because Mo Kasa Emma MPP. So they will use flimsy excuse. So you see how costly lack of unity can be. But what I say?
Yes.
And I'm happy you have said this, you preached this. Me, I even thought since I raised it, it's been resolved.
Debbie,
I will raise it again.
I believe that me boy man na mo kan some be kan wasem. Omo and
we'll raise it again.
Right now, make us say the only reason is Accra is here transmitter wo ebri how you put it and now it's yen kan but the same place in the any say do agongo de na share wo but do betumi operate fuel by the see yen de nimra and that's the reason why you matter
that is the station. That is sad. Meanwhile, Obi
said do agongo yen the station here share wo maybe a transmitter is
transmit their
class yes say no share wo
but omo de any de omokoto de any bodwe
ye de na esi
and Kumasi de no so
Kumasi de no so has to do with STL no Kumasi po de the one leader ha adventure say you say omo ko renew omo license na so omo throw letter ma NC for mo be inspection and omo throw letter na omo be inspection ti omo to me wan so NC for so anche no omo ko renew a license no
when a license has been renewed
omo renew and about 3 months later and number 2 say Oman throw letter mass.
And so what is NCA doing? NCA is saying.
I'll say one throw letter mass or may inspection tea about the 2.
Meanwhile, they have renewed it.
No, your neka, your license in Wuye.
Okay.
I was a leader.
Menya aid memoir. Now, may the real facts because we there I think we have to deal with
it. A book now a buy a book now leader can want some Godon the book cover and am I to wait me a say but obi I'm also be sending message say me sa na say o sit down one mo ye vet no o koti Shakespeare na Zania or share interesting also na we nyina wo the truma na say yes now see me as what is it and then I walk because some kind of one here so what were you communicating for those of listeners the viewers are mountain and now person children say and I say the repara message na man the one do
penny bi no, yeah, Defense Secretary. America under George Bush Jr. Now, in Central for Bisabis and in Sense, there will be some and pay. And now I say, there are no knowns and unknown unknowns and unknown knowns. It's in something you are. And Penny, I say, any nana. Omupemuka. The bio anom di aya bebu.
I see.
So penny na eka.
Na koko searching so kacha chiribu in chirefo na bebu.
As I'm his friend and his kinsman. Strong both against the deed. And as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door and not bear the knife myself? Besides, this Duncan has borne his faculty so meek, has been so clear in his great office, and his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off, and pity like a naked newborn babe, striding the blast or heaven's cherubim, housed upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, and tears shall drown the wind.
Ready.
I have no spare. I have no spare. I have no spare to prick the size of my intent. That only vaulting ambition which overleaps itself and falls on the other. Now we say a trim. Mean trim.
Leader say on chim and I don't know leader who nuanom MC NDC Sibia send the question
yes they can want someone patrol yes and then I think when did they even come to my office they came and your Munkwan say oh dear Mate
okay
it is being handled at a very at a very high level. What you are saying? We mono. You see, they take political decisions. MPP for na now. If you so governance. We mono. Omo bibi aye politics. They look at it. Say once they take a political decision, politics now. Whereas MPP before the official governance, said your mind bay, and they don't think like that. No. Almost style is politics. Once political, they think that at the end of the benefit your mono. That's it. Nanka Aden Constitution say we are the Article 71 that say terms and conditions of service. What I say we monument ni intino say nete na we mu de omoba na omaye obi de na omaje obi de, then they think that if we mu nyina no omunya omo benefita no ene ye ade no so no wo kana wan kan ya no mo be public sentiment against you. What I say?
Yes.
So when we say the ade na koye intino omunja mai na minimum hawa omuwum and will continue to engage.
Okay. Again, yeshwa enema ekoso ewo party. What can say be brave? Na party no Krofota can say you see jinamuso parliament. Enti unity ni beba dodo na be jinamu ho. Governor Saribedi Ako can say omokoye economic symposium but we brave. But mudu ho no omuhu unity sonko between you and your MC. Enti me say when be na wo fast no it's unity no the ewura party no in general because in 70 bia eya it say bi kan ni maybe ya na nipa listeners ni eti omo frem we mo hihye omo san hwe ya na party me unite before the next election.
So me da say Gordon ekon bibi wo efutu na ende waka ho asem ma me fan starting wo baby about a few days ago the former constituency chairman the friend of chairman Kojoham and saying 1212 bintino na minini ntim I say achakaka and I'm one anopa me sorry and I'm a friend went to me amfa and I'm texting say che I've missed you and later obeto me call and ono so e text me back say anope o manimusu kakra no obeto say my friend no asend the text say my friend no on say ono so afe me asembe na me pese meka enuado differences there ewo ho but it should get to a point I won't say yeminia sebe wini bana ye wono enye bibia ye perfect man o ba ye de bibi atu wono ye nyina ya tie nwase se ye sum MPP intino enye magical enye by chance bi yesterday we were deliberate about the work we wanted to do and ye nyina ye tena say look yemfo we into a we ye say yetumi kuntokwa na me bra penny bako your friend Kweku Gate yetumi kuntokwa sa na yase abom se eno de efi asem but what ba say
yes
me no ka say constituency secretary your friend Esther ono na sem ye din papa party ni bia mpe na asem because or ye prepare what you say
yes
fanti was a prepare the one just say o chia na ontie what you say party for 2 minutes no kuntokwa but oye adwuma ye ya na yesi wudi twa so and chief Esther said your kasa no Esther ne kasa enye na mesi wudi ye twa so party ni bia tia say enfum so no ho but yenye yen kambom nipa no so ope ne dwuma no straight what you say yesterday no 2012 the winner with just 2083 votes about 2016 you do 10,000 you do 2012 2020 you do 15,000 and 2024 you do 20,000 difference. Inti ye campaign na ye di kan tena se ye research me no ka say me phone ni ha. Every quarter I have a fair idea each community how they feel about my leadership, because we hear research party for no then or more can then ye be ya ye be tutu nyoma ebufo ba then ye be ya ye be straight no into no wini ba no ye nyina ya ye hu se ye quote on quote enkwasiafo ene ye sum party nyansa ni bi ani wini ba ye nim nyansa ye die no ye sum party say ye nim nyansa, because eno na di etuwa che sunsum be den ebeba. It is not by chance say ye be wini wa Kosia village. It's not by chance say ye be wini wo Zongo. Eye deliberate, eye dwumade ne enkabo. It tambia no so no bibi chia na me say ye ntwa so ye biti we de fache jemi manenka na ye nko ye nim, because politics there say ye ntumi an sacrifice say me de me sacrifice ya masa da ye to abanu kwa na mo ko ntokwa is a would be some me a minchire mu ano no in this party today opening kase say ye ntumi anka ye wan bomu a whoever will win the primaries cannot win us 2028. Let's be clear about that. Let's be very clear. If ye ntumi anka ye wan bomu ni obe win primaries no ebe diam
so bit me win
ye nyina yanka ye humbom say osimesi ana benten yanti e wan say we are one family nti no parliament aye wono de bia menimi nuanum tena wa me say look, I may not be a very perfect guy for you, but for the time being I am all you have. Here 5 leaders, you know, we may not be the best, but for the time being, ye in a party ne say ye ndi mwenim. As I say, ye nso ye nya abotrema mo, ye di obuo mamo, ye mistake na mo abaka chen. But you see, there's a problem about social media. You see, people like to be sharing things, forwarding things, and also
okay.
Oh, sometimes obi akote assembly in the name of I want to find out no or share.
No say.
Onim say in the process no ma dey no viral.
O maniko.
Nti ehwo no eha adwen. Nkrofo bebre nim sa trick no. Sometimes your platform bi a MPP your legal directorate platform bi. No penny platform a make sure so. Na ya mitumi hwe say a whole week minority yejuma ya ebuanu mi hu se obi akofa betu so
baby,
but ube wan obi akotro say NDC ni bi say obi na me say do we know how social media operate at all? Do we know the psychology of social media? There's a negative, you know, in the name of you want to put it out, you know. Now wumbom na wo share
man ko actually,
you know, let's be positive minded. Let's use the social media to rather be sharing things that are for the good of the party. Say obiti baby no didi mi kwa me na temu a uko hu a delete men sending brem say hey leader obi say odidi watem na momo no wuti say ye debate e the board party na share, because that is the problem. Inti ebia sometimes na dia no dan say AI na aba no ebia na ade no AI generated na afi wo share ena na nsen wo behwa yenua inanabi nkofo bi kofa AI e generate bibi voice bi na party for share hey nanabi asembe na wakoka no, then you fall into the trap. Meanwhile nanabi in your papa oye as a national organizer no, you are not sharing. But obi koye propaganda no pa enumbom hey no Inti yenhwe ewo so yie.
Okay, I think say a good advice. But you see, as a winning say, and I be sending me message earlier, but now me train or no see. Or say, bro, or signing Alexander Afenyo-Markin has been a super leader for the minority in parliament so far. The MPP is in difficult times, but I know with unity and his stirring leadership in parliament, the NPP shall triumph in 2028. And I also admire his posture to remain neutral in the presidential primaries. Nana B, NPP national organizer. Obabako, Anaunia Bako, Alexander Kwesiakwa, MP for Oda, Osimi Kancho Sotiao. Na ye wufi hadie. Obi otie bia nim se atore ban krofo say minority na lila na aden de bia mo boni di ye ubo di nipa di papa onte sanka ye ka ho asem boni di anka ba na o ma
obi aka kire me dada aha nto ma forward
but every day adwuma wo ye no no team ne ye no ye ni so na ye so the movement for ne me ni want me kasa but me jana na emu na ya da wase because yachi wuntumi ko iyuko no ihuni awudi anim ekoye echirei matese woni omahene ayi interview bi na oka asem bi sa asem no so MPP general secretary so menene ye interview ha emoka the same thing sa bra yachi wuntumi omko iyuko ho no onya NPP mpanifo bi friend say adenti na okọ iyuko na they should leave wuntumi na on carrying the cross. It did not make so no man in a interview. Now who so cancer happen and say, and there are some no so saying said this.
Your friends say, Nyankopon betting to me. Then I mean, these ravening clouds shall not long be victorious. They shall not long possess the sky. Nyame betting to me because some of young Nyanumo Mamusi Omoye MPP for no. And no many be where Yasefim. Apart member won't to me as way so. But member example. And then I'm saying Toko no asemi. Yay as a caucus. Ye fire drink and about the ecoson. No penny before D-Day the best no. Me consulting party penny bia. Essentially me consulting. In fact, as at 2 a.m. na fe me see efrebri. Na ade ba ku bi na me hu wo president Kufo ho a. Asem nkran a me say me so kwame. I will lay my life for this party. I don't care what happens to me. Because I've seen people sacrificing. Papa we di 87 95.9. Na me friend say, "Oh man, me ba wo nchen." Ono no friend say, "Afenyo, where do he? Me twen o, where do he? Me twen o." Na me kwotena n'anim a ye ka party ho asem. Ye starting komo from around 12 midnight. Ye di komo me 47-year-old no. Na enda
ama olumai
me di 47 no. Kakra na enda no say ko bathroom ho turn left e ho ko uru wenim na bra na ye nto aso wo leader so pe leader wo fi say da for cobra ko uru menim 3 times because I was tired, sleepy. Na ye o me say okay opposition for no omo de fa say ya wo so fa say me free ho na ye former national chairman for the blade.
Yes.
Ono so twa me minti me di send no na ka kire me say ye kasa na osilo afenyo me tumu say wa bre nti wo de ye no phone so me be do enkran na ese me kwa another meeting me ko wie sa meeting na me do fie me da only 1 hour na me ka kire me here say onya ne me by 6:30 na me wo president Kufuor so or the morning code no di fistro edisi form akukra at his age and a quarter an office on also chair na adwen me free o me ko fie ekodware ye e ba caucus meeting e be brief caucus e say me ni general secretary sisia me ni national council of elders chairman e say former speaker professor Okwe on also me je na adwen omo nyina ye na se party take a decision na kokos for ye wo meeting na ye meeting na party impenifo bi so abwewura ho se oh yi bafo bone no oye minia and oye inti no munya abotre na me say I was praying in my head, say, God, grant me patience. God, grant me self-control. God, grant me patience. God, grant me self-control. Me control me one, na me bomb fire, sir. Na me kaya sembi haruni siku katre ni. Na me say, e ko bi asa netie. Na me to my dream. Won't you me asa ma wuke? Na me call parliament before me enter and I'm share ye nuanu mi bi omo ya miensa na me say na mate wuntumi so much wuntumi sisia na dia omo kan ye no mentumi nka sebe me tie konja so me re hoye
asomo mo ka che wo no.
And I realized, say, look, the lack of unity was really costing us. I say, hey, Mpacho, just imagine for a moment, say MPP were power. That's a regional chairman for Volta region, NDC. Regional chairman, NDC regional chairman. That's a MPP never power. Say NDC regional chairman in Volta region and the MPP government. That's a committee made the crana. It will be difficult. Why? Because in Volta region there's that unity.
Yeah.
If you touch one, you touch all. But what must
yes.
It will become a big issue.
And we saw it during the Akosumo.
So I am asking a simple question to party members, party leaders in Ashanti region. Is one to me the chairman of Ashanti MPP? I'm asking. Ashanti is MPP and MPP is Ashanti because they want to vote in the Kasiana if you were back. Adenti in the bansa because of lack of unity. You see, what people don't know is that NDC forms, they are politicians. Say, they watch body language, they watch the perception, they watch our posture. In Tanzania, are they together? Into who says space is down pepe.
Now we rim.
Look at the bail conditions. Edu baby me can be fair. Look, Omuma will bail, no more for property, blah. Don't bring it. Them. But yana nkofona are desperate. How come one kasa one Nantiako police station? Wako Iyoko say you investigate you. Now what's your statement? How much your passport? Yes, you cover property worth 10 million, 15 million, and now for paper count yanya valuation. In the end is what your muye dachi bino omu bail condition me to me.
And your say honorable says be need 800 million. See at Shaba 620.
Me say that chibino yenianu NDC for me to me on mobile condition. We shouldn't get there. And then maybe our best in me KBB say, let us end the you do me, I do you politics. Let's end that vicious cycle of politician Biaba. His first target is the opponent instead of creating jobs. So let's go back to Wuntumi Asem. Wuntumi is become like a loner. Now we visit the stations of Matu to me, and yet the same lack of unity and Omu take advantage. If NDC for him say, hey, touching Wuntumi means touching MPP, they won't do it. What you say?
Yes.
If MPP for you say, NDC for him say, touching a particular person in MPP means touching the entire MPP, they won't do it. Even at the court, the judges said they know what is happening on the street. If they know that their way, make it or they will be outcry. Look at Abronye case, you know.
Yeah.
You see, initially, the judge thought, say, oh, Abronye will be allowed to steam in his team. Wouldn't it? Me down, machina minim say, your friends Abronye omo de no court. Na me kind social media. Around 4 a.m. na me who say, Nana be afraid me. Na me say, Nana be 4 a.m. Hey, what's happening? Me pick here. I say, Kwame na me jina gate. My gate? What's it? No, obey inside. Nana be by I say, Kwame na. Omode Abronye air court. And then he's appearing in court or call Monday or then judge and say court 2 days and then Friday omode no court who na obey lawyer dress up me am court at and then because me court at there and then the call here who should judge no and new man no all can and na dia I say we prepare na adwin say me be punish Abronye and of course trust animal farm brofo bi no tro here me hwe judge nanim di me ti court dem no na honorable Fred Blay aba na your friend say Godfrey Domiso aba and afa judge nankasa obohu say minority leader and I yenu akojo upon krumam ni law firm and I know yeah or the young lawyer no ono so man buy and he so case ni you who say some of the regional chairmen were there. When we say after few days of public outcry, the Attorney General himself went for variation. Anna,
yes.
So have you seen the power in unity? After judge no, on any promotion crampo no,
na isiki.
Ne no. What I say? It was a wake up call. It was a wake up call. Say when we are united as a party, no evil can touch any of us. Abronye case no should be a wake up call. Of course, Abronye mini akitwa no the excesses ni bi odidi honorable Ken atem ni ade me na kasa say Kwame jai na say de atie bia no woni apeni no when don't call him certain names. And the amenaka. But the name says the Abronye kwa. It's because of internal issues in say what time Jimmy free Jatana or no I'm saying say the Abronye situation to tell every MPP member that the best person to protect you is your own party and not a friend that you think you have on the other side. Keep friendship on the other side, but respect your party and warm yourself to your own party too.
Leader,
asama ye kana no pay over an hour nyina no em say one team unity. Omo aye persecute omo yenya a bust professor wouldn't say in the history of bust onuna penso na breso and a boss in your
profit yes
o tu kwan sabe mo hwehwe na on freno say oh onia yehia o mo de na to stop flight to say no flight to say blacklist to say mo de na to so na o tu kwan odu airport I say immigration say yachino omo de na ko immigration cells then omo see yoko hiano you could see say the omo ye nyina no embarrassment yenua Adnan hey intino ne watcher obo ne yeba na mo de aye
leader leader tell on to me ntade omo freeze ntade nyina and na say no mo de ntade man
say intino Adnan yenua Adnan ne watch ne year back ne nyina no nti dachi me ba enti dachi NDC for if they get a taste of this bitter pill can they survive it omunjai minim say there are a lot of moderates among them and the minim say Attorney General too is under pressure but AG one na ubetumi exercise discretion any wunu anoma kasa say enyo ma bi wo ho a and yet nobody is saying don't prosecute. but do it with a human face. And to the judges who are trying these cases, I am not sitting here as a lawyer to tell a judge that don't do your work. But if you are a judge and you know that you want to do the bidding, which judge in his good conscience will say, go and bring property worth 600 million for your bill? When you know that the accused person walked into your court after being served with a criminal summons, you are doing the bidding of the executive. You want to prove to your appointor that yes. No. Look, young Kai Tagore case, the Tagore case during Kufuor's time. With him coincidentally case in Impoye Ayeni. Ayeni was the lawyer for Tagore on appeal.
Okay.
Tamo Obia ja case no so Tagore wa yese mo jail no. It was Dr. Ayeni, then a professor at Legon, and will take a case in up. No court tested law no at the court of appeal. And then the court stated clearly, say look, in every case, it's not about the outcry in the public space. It's not about the media talk on it. It's about proving the essential ingredient of the offense. The public outcry does not whittle down the burden on you as prosecution to lead evidence
against the accused person
to establish prima facie. Court no kai. In the Tagore case, fortunately, it was done by Dr. Ayeni. So, I don't want situation whereby this media trial, look, media trial, it has its beginning, it has its end. The judges must know that Embrano, they've taken an oath. Nipanaba, Onran and Antibaye. Look at all the factors. Don't be swayed by the fact of the case. Don't be swayed by the charge sheet. Be swayed by your conscience. Be swayed by your constitutional obligation to the accused person who is a citizen of Ghana to do right.
All manner of people.
You know, so that in the end, the Rebecca said justice has been served.
Leader, and the pay medawasi. I mean, I'm saying, me questions, never be brio, but bringing tea into me, Kobani, and Tia Bedawasi, son of pay, Ubai, Fia, see. Now, Professor Nyakon, so now only in a TFD,
Prof. Deminia, and then answer so me, leader. A Friday, Ubeko movement. In Tendamambogo, normally, no, Miss 6. Now my couple go up to 10 o'clock. Into Mempiasem. Prof. Me chief advisor, and some no year heated or parliament. He is the one to come as leader. I do we young fun to say, and own them.
Yes.
Into no Okasa. Eja mean to minka no.
I tell my whom am I?
Into and then me JB Biana, Mr. Prof. Never.
Okay.
Ena maba.
Okay.
Me dana asen so sebe. Who chasa wunim se we chacha. Leadership eti say ya blindfold wo hu. Na de ya do wa thick forest. In the dead of night. Na you say find your way back home. Sa na leadership tie. Ye opinion a say ya hata weni, ya di bibi achichi weni. E di wa kasha thick forest anadwo.
Yes,
briefly nante. So when you're dofu bi na so mu say nantifa ha. And what be you beton rem. Behwe ase, weni begu ase. Nti no onua ti say me na na bibu ne be o say nyankopa won yin sie wonsani fun esuom no ye na minche we mu
kakra.
One son is a deer.
Okay.
One son or a deer. Inti also one nyankopa. One you see one son fun esumen no yana. Or trim macho. Or say papa bi or say no kwado deer.
Okay.
Midnight. And oko for to on your hunter. And oko rim. Na oko shuti ohun sa your friends say dear
no one sign
no ba no ko shoot here apparently no shoot here no me say aboa no na o ko shoot nipa na sana another hunter bi so ewo ho na o ko kun no into get closer no hu say sana on sign na o kunu no o shoot no we dwane na
nipa na
wabo ntuo assemble ni na obae obefie na okobo na damfo pa ne epumu ade enchi okobo no pumu ana okache ni se onua asema to me ni se me kope onsen bi na me kwado na me kofa tuo na asem se na wunim se unye hunter unye obomfo eba ne se na ukofa tuo wunim asem we die kwanfie mimi ntumi na lock no pon. Then the man went to another friend okon so ninche on ninche na okaka chen so asem atumi ni o so we die police station we kunipa dia ko police station so papa no ekofie no na o say look he's giving up and yet drinking sport bi wo enchen ho baby onko twa apio na on ending bibia to end it all onko twetwe bi into okotena ho apio na o twa na another apio man te ho no say na wo adi ayeye yan no na ye na nda wa betra hanom ahamachi we ya wo su twetwe bi no den na ye catch me and catch me say asema atumi ni no say okay o de yenko na me kohwe no ne no koye omo koye no ena no kre we kunipa nipa ne da ho no say etuo na odi kuni no waye no ko fae no say omo san ko ba to omo ko back no na omo say won san ni bi aba omo num nsuo ena drunkard no o shooting no kun won san na won say no o say wo shooting na o tiemu a ayese okemu ayese nipa ne intino when they picked it no so omunko to 6 feet omu to 6 feet no omu see nipa no I was 6 feet no omu cover so to 3 feet no omu de won say no so eto so no omu see no ka chere say omunko da ya bobe 7-8 gongon bitter yesi ahimfie asemesi ho omukwa ahimfie o si obi aba report wa ahimfie se onue ye kunipa nto mu bisa na drunkard ne kache ofane se onye di mane nkasa omu wa ahimfie na Gold Coast police station police ni so aba se adamfo ba ko no so aba report ne se we kunipa ahamachi no no na be kache ne se we kunipa intino asem na ba police station ena drunkard ni say look woni bibi nana yenue onu we jimi papa okun wansan no fi se we kunipa no kre wansan ne okun no na no ankaza na obohu ono anko onye hunter da onim ade ne ni so intino be ka kire me nso so ena me ne no kwhwe ekoye na wansan na da we ma enam no kra sei inti mamene no mia no yesie wansan inti yen kwhwe ena omuko ya ahimfie nana ene yi police fonye die che omuko tutu ade ya omu bie yi ende so omutu ya wansan na da we banipa ne hyase ebe na ase kire no no ena yesi peninu ka kire me no se nyonkopa into wo best friend a wo fiza wo best friend nyasam na hwe what you say yesi nyonkopa ye ni sie won sanfunu esiem anadwo no ne ho ye na bida medase yede beka yede aboye koto dwum yede betu ye hofo leader medase fa pa mo rely on them no omo nya disappointing omo ko report ne nimpa na
Oni ni baby ya no for say o ye ko insani no.
Ono enti na mpanyinfo so kan ho say mpatampata free opan marifo.
Me da asin. Abusia Osahene Alexander